Hey guys, That's Here for Life here with another deck profile for you guys. This is one that I've been really experimenting with for a while. I think I have it somewhere in my room. Uh, but basically, it is a retro hero deck. Now, if you don't know what I mean by retro heroes, I mean like the classic heroes, the ones that Jaden used in the anime that I grew up watching, basically. Um, that being said, this is by no means competitive. I have been testing it quite a bit. I do think it is very fun, and I've dueled against quite a few of the higher level decks. I almost beat Quill Forts with it. I'm not even joking here. I summoned Shining Flame Wingman, 4800 attack, well 4300 because of killer. What? Went to attack over it, and he skill drained when as I was going into attack mode, which wasn't very fun. And then basically the same thing happened with Shadal's, except he compulsed it back into the deck, and I'm just like, oh. Anyway, so point is, it can do stuff, but it's definitely not something I'd recommend taking to a tournament unless they get something stupidly amazing, like, I don't know, Blazeman, because he's basically a Prisma, but better. That being said, I did try to keep this as TCG as possible. Fusion Reserve is currently OCG, but Next Challengers is coming out very, very soon. So it's not going to be OCG for very long. That being said, I'm going to stop just bannering and go on to the deck profile. 2 Sparkman, 2 Clayman, 2 Burstinatrix, 2 Avian. I tried to keep the vanillas to a minimum, okay? You'll notice that there is no rabbit in here because I feel like Rescue Rabbit just clogs the deck. I have tested it. It didn't really work out for me too much. But if you guys want to try it out, go ahead. I play 1 Bladedge, just for the fusions. I absolutely love his 2 fusions. As you can see down here, Plasma Vice and Wildedge. Both of those are very, very useful. Bladedge himself, not so much. So yeah, I don't really use. I've never actually summoned him. That's the point. What I'm trying to say here. He's just there for fusion, material stuff. 3 Prisma, just simply so that I can go for my fusions a bit faster. 2 Wildheart. This guy actually did a little. He puts in some work, especially considering how many traps there is now, and he really does help out. Like, and some people forget what he does. Like, I had one guy try to torrential Wildheart, and it's like, ha ha. Okay. 2 Bubbleman. More to go to into Absolute Zero because his fusions are lackluster. I mean, the best one in my opinion would probably be Aqua Dude. I can't remember his name, but he's like the fusion between Bubbleman and Avian. Regardless, it's not that great. But yeah, Bubbleman is also in here because, well, Exceeds. Triple King of the Swamp, because being able to skip going into Flame Wingman and going straight into Shining Flame Wingman is awesome. And that, and also just being able to fusion summon without having to have all the correct fusion materials with me is just awesome. And it's a search card for Polymerization, which is something that this deck desperately needed. Triple E-Call, self-explanatory. 1 Raigeki, why not? 2 Fusion Recovery. If you don't know what this does, it basically lets you target a Polymerization and a fusion material monster that was used for a fusion summon in your graveyard and then add them to your hand. I feel like this card is definitely going to become more useful with the release of the Furnimals, so you might want to keep an eye out on this card if you want to play Furnimals. Polymerization, I shouldn't have to explain this too much. Triple Rhoda, this card. These 2 being at 3 really makes the deck more consistent, and I feel like people underestimate heroes in general because Stratos is still banned. But, guys, we have 6 search cards, okay? We have triple E-Call, we have triple Reinforcement. I think somebody should try out playing Bumblebee, okay? And you'll never hear me say that again because I hate Bumblebee. Triple Miracle Fusion, obvious reasons. I swear, some of these I should not have to explain. Double MST, and then Battle Fusion. 1 Battle Fusion, I've tested out more. It becomes really inconsistent at more than 1. This card is basically honest for any and all fusion monsters, okay? This card is just really, really good, okay? I don't understand why all players aren't playing it, because, well, okay, well, look at Winda. Windows 2200, a lot of things can kill that. Okay, you try to kill it, Battle Fusion, honest for my Winda. Okay, that's what I'm thinking here. But, however, 4Ds instead, like, honest thing of playing Wingman so I can attack over, I don't know, Quasar or something, that is pretty darn good. I haven't actually done that, but you can. Fusion Reserve. This card, basically what you do is you reveal a fusion monster from your extra deck, and if you do, add one fusion material monster that was listed on it from your deck to your hand. Then, if Polymerization is in your graveyard, you can add it to your hand. Pretty good. Okay, and as I said, it's coming out next Challengers. I think it's a super. Don't quote me on that. That's just what I remember from it being in OCG, so it could be anywhere from a common to a secret for us. But knowing how Konami likes to mess around with rarities, I don't know. Anyways, towards the fusions. One Great Tornado, because he's good. One Wildedge. If you don't know what Wildedge does, basically he's a Bujente Susano in the sense that he can attack every single monster my opponent controls. Okay, duel against the Yangzings. Okay, attack. Okay, hey, look, you're half your deck's in the grave now. Not joking here. Good old Plasma Feist. Basically, what he does is he does piercing damage, and he can discard a card to target any attack position monster your opponent controls and destroy it. That is not once per turn, by the way, so you can do it as many times as you want, or as many times as you can, equal to the number in your hand. 2 Shining. I should not have to explain that. 1 Shining Flare Wingman. If you don't know what this guy does, I feel very sorry for you because he probably did not have a childhood. But basically, he's playing Wingman, but he gains 300 attack for each hero in the grave. Simple as that. 1 Shining Phoenix Enforcer. 300 attack for each hero in grave and cannot be destroyed by battle. Okay, this guy can get up to absurd amounts of attack power. Same thing with Shining Flare Wingman. It just gets ridiculous. Like, one time I had this guy up at 4,000 attack, and I was just like, ha! And then he magic cylindered me, but that's a different story for another day. Absolute Zero, 2 of them. Should not have to explain that. 1 Thunder Giant. If you guys don't know what this guy does, basically you can discard any card, and, this time it is once per turn. Once per turn, you can discard a card to target one face-up attack position monster on the field with original attack less than this dude. Destroy it. And actually, I'm going to double check Plasma Feist. Okay, yeah, not once per turn. I was going to think, oh my god, I'm going to be an idiot if I... Anyways, Flame Wingman. If you guys ask me what this Flame Wingman does, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to feel very, very sorry for you because this is one of the most iconic monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! In my personal opinion. And actually in a lot of other people's opinion. Like, who doesn't know about Flame Wingman? I'm sorry. Good old Phoenix Enforcer, the counter thesis to Flame Wingman. He can't be destroyed in battle. That's as simple as that. And then good old Rampart Blaster. I believe the second monster that could attack in defense position. And originally it could be anytime, but now your opponent can't. Now the only times you can attack while on defense is if your opponent controls no monsters. I've honestly been thinking about dropping her, but however, she has been useful every now and then. 1 Ragnar Zero and 1 Silent Honor Arc. I don't go into them too much, but whenever they're there for obvious reasons. I mean, they're kind of like staples in the extra deck now. One thing that you can do if you don't like it is take out Rampart Blaster and put in Excite All Night if you want to. I've been thinking about doing that myself, as I have said, but I've been sticking with the Rampart Blaster for now. Anyways, guys, that is the deck profile. If you're wondering why I don't play Shadow Mist, it's because I don't think it's needed, okay? I'm not going to activate E-Call to search out Shadow Mist to search out another hero whenever I could just activate E-Call to search out that hero that I need right then and there, okay? Shadow Mist is not needed in this deck. You can go ahead and try it if you really want to. But this is Retro Heroes. If it was anything more trying to be competitive, then yes, play Shadow Mist. But right now, no. Anyways, guys, that is the deck profile. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me what you guys think I could improve on with this deck. I've been testing it quite a bit, trying to find some way to get the deck to work. You know, classic heroes, just for nostalgia purposes more so. And I hope you all enjoyed. Rate, comment, subscribe. If you haven't checked out my Twitter, please do. You'll instantly know whenever I'm posting a video or if I'm going to be on DevPro or Dueling Network for a while. and have a great day, everybody.